Hi. I really wanted to talk about Naruto today because I love Naruto so very much. But then I learned that they were making a live action, so it kind of upsetted me a little bit. And because if they're gonna make a live action, then everybody's gonna talk about it in like the next couple days. And I really don't want to talk about something that everyone is talking about. Says the girl who made a World Cup video. But anyways. And I kind of like, Naruto was actually like one of the first videos that I really wanted to make because I just have so many things to say about it because I just love it so very much. But I wanted to like have an Obito mask for that, and I did this guy, but because there's no place for my nose to be in it, it just won't stay proper. So I need to like give it a little bit of more of a shape and everything, and I don't know how to do it yet. So this is just like, but I think it looks good. What do you think? Maybe I should just change it to Naruto like in the middle of. What if I just go like that? You know what? It actually looks good. What if I make the video holding this like that, and I can like attach this to a chopstick so it would look like an actual like mission mask. Oh my god, I'm so smart. But I'm gonna be doing that like tomorrow, because today I want to talk about sk8 to Infinity. So I watched sk8 like 2 months ago, I guess, and like yeah, it's gay as fuck. It's the gayest thing I've ever read. Even Given wasn't that gay, and it was gay. And so it's a really great show and everything, and it's so dramatic, so over the top, also a bit cliche, but I'm just loving it. But there is just one thing that I really love and like felt it like deep inside my whole being and personality and in my life. It was just so for those who doesn't know, it's sk8 to Infinity is about skateboarding, and our main character is, what was his name? Reki. I hope his name is Reki, because for like the rest of the video I'm gonna call him Reki. So Reki is in love with skateboarding. He loves it so much, and he's really good at it. He's not a prodigy or anything, but he's like really good. And there is this ring, this secret skating ring in the mountains, where people do illegal skateboarding races, which is really interesting. It's just so fun to watch. It's just really amazing. And then one day he meets Langa. He's this Canadian guy. Well, he's this Japanese Canadian guy. And he used to do snowboarding, and he also happens to be a prodigy at skateboarding. And then like the things that Reki learns how to do it in like months, he like spends a couple of months doing that, and then he shows it to Langa, and then Langa does it in like 2 to 3 days, and then he just feels bad because they're like really good friends. They love each other so very much. They love each other a little bit too much, but we're not really doing the whole like relationship dynamic stuff today, because I'm not really good with relationships, and and I think there are like a lot of videos about that. But what I wanted to talk about is that how when Langa came and just become immediately the best, the best person, like the most talented person in the show in like a very short amount of time, and like Reki seeing Langa becoming like this, and like he just started. He's like, at the end of the show, I think Langa has only been like skateboarding for a couple months, maybe, like best case scenario, but that's it. And it's just Reki is just not as good as him, which upsets him very much. It's like he's smart, but he knows that he isn't a prodigy. And I really resonate with that a lot, because growing up I also knew that I was smart. I was good at school, but not that I really wanted to. I always hated school, but I was really good at it. And but like I was like, I don't know, I was good. Okay, I was a good kid. And because I was talking a lot, like, I always say like my best quality is the way I talk. People usually say that like they like listening to me talk and everything, and I'm like, I make good speeches and stuff. So I think this is my best quality, which is really upsetting, because if you take away my ability to speak, then I feel like there is nothing left of me anymore. Like that's all I am. Like I'm good at speaking, but that's all I do, which is kind of sad. But anyway, but because I was like always a very good speaker, and people really like talking to me and everything, or the kids, and I was one of those kids that were like acting like grown-ups, because I kind of did grow up with grown-ups. But the thing is that I was smart, yes, I was smart for my age and everything, but I knew that I wasn't smart. I wasn't a prodigy. I was good at math, but I wasn't good at math. I was, I wanted to do a bunch of stuff, but I never really had the chance to do it, given circumstances and some other things, just circumstances. Given circumstances, I don't really had the chance to try out many things and stuff. So I kind of felt like all of those other possibilities of me, all of those other versions of me, withered away one by one, and at the end, like, I was the only version of me that was left. Like, the only possible future was the one who goes through this. A bit depressed, lonely, and okay, no one wants to hear about that. But yeah, that was the thing. I was smart enough to know that I was smart, but I was smart enough to pass, but I wasn't a prodigy. I was never that good. I was never the best at everything, and I knew that. And I met people who were best at stuff, at the stuff that they were doing. So it only made me like hate the things that I were doing like more and more. Like, I loved drawing as a kid so very much, and then growing up, I met a couple of people who are like really good at drawing, including like my best friend at the time. And we just had this like little drawing contest, because I never knew how she drew stuff, and just let's do it. And I saw how good she was, and I immediately hated the thing that I made, hated the drawing that I made, and I realized that I wasn't good at it. It doesn't matter how much I loved it. Like, if you're not good at it, then what's the point? What's the point of trying? What's the point of trying to do anything? Because at the end, that it's not going to be good. It's not even going to be average. Maybe it's going to be average, but being average at stuff hurts so very much, because you don't want to be average. No one likes being average, even though it's really great. No one wants it. I also don't want it. I wanted to be special. I wanted to, like, through heaven and earth, I alone wanted to be the honored one. Did I say it right? I'm kind of bad at like memorizing lines and stuff, so I hope I'm good at it. I hope that's right. But yeah, I wasn't like special at it or anything. And then I loved designing clothes when I was like 7 or 8. I was in like 2nd and 3rd grade. Not in first, it was like 2nd and 3rd grade. I was like really interested in clothes. I loved fashion a lot. I drew a bunch of stuff, and I draw like so many that I kind of started this trend in my class where other girls would also try to draw clothes and everything. And then I looked at it and I thought, no, I'm better than them. I knew that I was better, but then I saw like actual people like on the internet and everything, like the actual fashion designs, like how people draw stuff and everything, and I looked at that and I realized that mine was nowhere near as good. and it kind of broke me, because every time that I found something that I liked, I realized that I wasn't the best at it, and I also realized that I was never going to be the best at it. It's just a feeling, you know. It's just a gut feeling. Like when I go out and like buy stuff, going to shopping and everything, I can immediately look at a piece of clothing or like literally anything and see myself having a future with that thing. Like I can see myself in 10 years still having that same thing. Like when I bought this scissors, I just saw it and I said, I can see myself like 30-year-old me, like 20 something or 30 something year old me will still be able to use the scissors. So I bought it, and that's how it really goes with me. And I just knew that I wasn't going to be able to do that, and maybe I was wrong. Maybe I just believed that I wouldn't be able to good at it, and then I wasn't good at it. Maybe it was just a self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't know. But that's just how I felt. So I stopped painting altogether. I love watercolors. I love oil pastels. I loved drawing clothes. I just loved it so very much. But then I realized I wasn't good at it. I tried to learn how to play violin, but I was like 14 at the time, and most of the people who plays the violin start at the like mere age of 5, maybe 7, 8, worst case scenario. But you know, it was like way too late for me, and I never really had the time because I also started high school alone, and I had to focus on like I had a bunch of other like responsibilities and everything. So I never really gotten that good at it, and there were people around me who were that good, and there were other people around me who weren't like playing violin but like other instruments, and they were like really good at it. And it just kind of made me realize that I don't have what it takes for that. I want to be an artist, like in the like with music and, you know, like arts and crafts and drawing kind of artist, not the like literature kind of artist, but like music and drum kind. And I just realized that I wasn't gonna be able to do that. That wasn't I. Even though I really wanted it more than anything in the world, I just didn't had the talent to do so, and I was just not good enough for that. Doesn't matter the fact that I loved it. I was just not good at it, so I stopped doing it altogether. I still have my violin. I don't even know where it is. Maybe I should like sell it. I probably should sell it. I kind of need money at the moment, and it's just upsetting, and that's why I love sk8 Infinity so very much. Like the story in itself is just kind of boring. Like the characters are like too stereotypical. I think none of them are like that special. Like every character, like I can find someone who is similar to each one of those characters. And like the main, like it's like how many were? So like there are like 7 or 8 main characters, like the ones that we see the most of, like the main cast. And I can find someone who is almost identical to them, both in the terms of like the outfits and the physicality and like their characterization and everything. Like I can find people like them from other animes, but what I really liked was Reki's story, where he just realized at one point he realized that he was never going to be as good as Langa, and he kinda stopped skateboarding like altogether for a while. He also pushed by Langa, and I was like, oh my god, he's literally me. And it just felt so, it feels like seeing an angel losing its wings. Like it was just very upsetting. And then he realized that even though he wasn't going to be the best at it, he still wanted to do it because skateboarding was what made him happy. So I it made me pick up drawing again, and I do like drawing a lot, and I started to draw again. I bought myself some oil pastels. I'm kind of sketching here and there, and I am loving it. So I don't love sk8 Infinity, not because of what it says or what it tells and stuff, but what it made me feel. It made me feel like it was okay to be average, even though Reki was not average. It's still, just you don't have to be the best at everything. And it is something that I wish I could tell to my 10-year-old self, maybe 8, even 15. I mean, the sooner the better, but it's better than be late. But better late than never, right? I mean, better late than never. Even 2 years ago, it's you know what? Even a week ago, because time is one thing that you can take back, and when it's gone, it's just gone, and it's upsetting. But that's just how it works, and I am, like I said, picking up drawing again, thanks to sk8 Infinity, I guess. But yeah, the reason that why I like sk8 Infinity is, like I said, because it shows you that sometimes you're not the best at everything. I mean, Reki is the main character, but he's not the main. He's the main character of the show, but he's not the main character. It's manga, and I think it's beautiful how Reki finds beauty in that, and he just wants to be with his friends, and just skateboard with him, and I find it really beautiful. So yeah, I just love sk8 Infinity for all the things that it made me feel, and it kind of makes me wanna show my own little drawings a bit. So this is this portrait. I just love it so much. I just felt as if I was 10 years old again. I was so happy when I drew this. I think she's very pretty. I am in love with it. And then I wrote this dress, which is also something that makes me really happy. I don't know. I'm just loving it. I missed the feeling, the freedom that comes with painting and everything. And I'm just so happy that I got it again. Now it just makes me happy. Really happy. So yeah, that's all, I guess. Again, me just ranting, yapping, blabbering, not making a point at the end. But I don't think that I need to make a point. I don't need to anything needs to have a point at all, because sometimes you don't want something to give you a message. I don't think that you should look at the things that you consume and said, what was the message? What was the message that it gave? It doesn't matter. There was this episode of Phineas and Ferb that I love so very much. It was about the Wizard of Oz, and Candace was so focused on going to the wizard, and on the way where she was all foxed and everything, she kind of missed out on all of the fun and stuff. So I think what's really important is the journey. So I think what's really important is the things that I felt while I talk. When I talk too much, my words get all watery. What was I saying? Yeah, what was really important is the thing that I said up until this moment. What was really important is the journey that we make. There is no message. You know the meme, blah 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 was the friends we made all along. The message is the road we took all this time. So I think that's enough. I think the journey itself is the message, and you can have your own interpretation of that. And your interpretation could be oh my god, maybe I should watch sk8 Infinity, or maybe I should pick up the hobby that I left all this time ago, or maybe your message could be, oh my god, maybe I should follow this girl. so that, you know, she can like get some high followings and she can buy herself a guitar and a Back to the Future Lego set. So yeah, it's you know, your call, you know, it's your life, your interpretation, do whatever the fuck you want with it. So yeah, that is all. Now I am going to close this video, and then I will be watching the England and Norway game. So yeah, okay, love you guys. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, love, bye.